against her rival Robert Jenrick, the ex-minister. And now for African news. 29 children could face a death penalty in Nigeria for participating in a protest against the country's record cost of living crisis. 4 of them collapsed in court due to exhaustion before they could enter a plea. 76 protesters were charged with 10 felony counts, including treason, destruction of property, public disturbances, and mutiny. The minors were aged between 14 to 17 years old. And that's the latest from Jambo Newsroom. I'm Andrew Biney.
Need security? Call Alpha One Plus Limited, a strategic security resourcing platform that connects you with licensed security personnel. We cater for our clients' security needs, from manned guarding, door supervision, event security, all the way up to close personal protection. Alpha One Plus Limited, your one-stop security solution. Call now at 44-074 2526 7909 or send us an email on info@alphaoneplus.com.
Meet Sophie and Craig, stepping up to tackle climate change by car sharing to work.
Also, we're doing it to keep costs down.
Half the fuel means half the cash.
A dynamic duo if ever I saw one.
Can you see a parking space?
Together, they're helping to drive down Scotland's transport emissions.
Plus, Sophie's got great chat.
Sure. Do it for yourself and our planet. Search Let's Do Net Zero to learn more.
Established in 2006 as one of Glasgow's original mobile massage therapists, we deliver high-quality treatments with the ambition to forge permanent relations with clientele. We specialise in on-site massage, a type of treatment that has been specifically designed to complement the convenience and availability of massage at work. It is performed with the use of a specialist mobile chair, without the use of oils or the need to remove clothing. At Massage and Glow, we believe that massage should be a part of your everyday lifestyle. Regular massage not only relieves stress and tension, but also stimulates blood circulation, can help with pain management, and promotes good mental health. A must for your busy schedule. Various holistic therapies available. Contact us now on 07530 905 152 for your mobile massage therapist.
Across the World Wide Web, on your mobile devices, on social media platforms, this is Jambo Radio! www.jamboradio.co.uk. We are multilingual. We are conversational in the languages you best understand. We are Jambo Radio! Jambo Radio, inspiring transformation.
Yo, right across the internet. I could up on your mobile phone, I could up on your social media platform. This is Jambo Radio. www.jamboradio.co.uk. We're multilingual, we're conversational in the languages where you understand. We are Jambo Radio. Jambo Radio, inspiring transformation.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Enterprise in Scotland, and of course a weekly show that we focus on steering conversation around funding, financing any minority-owned businesses and initiatives right here in Scotland. Today in the studio, I'm joined by Joy Maria. Wow, this is getting exciting because Joy Maria's dance teacher, coach, all of that. So we're going to hear, and one of the students of our dance classes is right here with us as well. I'm George Starr, and we're going to get into this conversation. So, Joy, perhaps we should start by tell us about what you do. I know I'll introduce you as a dance coach, dance teacher, but where did this all start from?
Hi, good morning.
Good
afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm Joy Maria. So in terms of where did it start, so I was born and raised in Spain. So I've always had a background of dancing. There was a lot of reggaeton, mainly reggaeton, because it was influenced by the Spaniards. And then what happened, the family decided to make the move to come to Scotland. And the first dance teacher I met was a Ghanaian lady. So funny enough, it was through a Glasgow. What was the events that they do in Glasgow in Kelvin Grove Park? The Glasgow Mela. So it was Glasgow Mela that first started performing, doing traditional Ghanaian dancing.
Yeah.
And then from there I was like, okay, I like this, because previously I never really did any African dancing. That was my first time doing it.
So what were you doing then? You know, in terms of the influence of the Spanish dancing, what were you doing? Was this more salsa or what was it?
So in Spain, it was just part of high school. So in Spain, every single summertime, every year, you do dance competitions and dance shows. So that's just what we used to do. It was part of like enjoyment, things that we used to do to get away from all the drama that was happening.
Of course, yeah.
And then hip hop. I didn't really like hip hop. It was more like reggaeton, because it was a lot of dancing and movement. And then I tried doing some cumbia. So cumbia is Colombian dancing. So I did the Ghanaian dancing first, and then through the Ghanaian dancing and events that I did, I met a Colombian lady named Maritza. She does like her own dancing as well, but she stopped for now. And then from there I started doing cumbia dancing. She's with the long skirts and they just like moving. It's very feminine. It's very beautiful. And then once I stopped again, the lady that was doing the Ghanaian dancing with, she left. So then I got stuck with just doing Colombian and cumbia dancing. And then from there I moved to Brazilian dancing, samba. You know samba?
Okay, no samba.
You know how to move like samba?
Well, I don't know how to move like that, but you know, I can try a bit of Dombolo. Okay, you know that kind of, that was.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's your story. That's where you start in Spain. You grew up in Spain.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I have to say to the listener, I've known you for a while, but I've never heard your accent that Spanish. You know.
Oh, so you never, when you listen to me,
when I listened to you, I wasn't hearing that.
What were you hearing?
I was hearing normal African black accent, but now that you're speaking,
because
like, maybe we're talking on I'm paying more attention now.
Right,
okay. Now. So now you're in Scotland.
Yeah.
You're running a dance school.
Yeah.
So what's the objective?
So the objective is mainly to make sure that teenagers and children, like Alicia, they find a place where they can feel comfortable.
Alicia Kange.
I'll
call your father's name because I know it.
I'm glad you don't know my surname.
Typical African man. Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there you go.
So to show that children and teenagers, they're able to just find a place of belonging. Because when they do come to my class, they feel like they see young people around their age group as well. And one other thing I'm also trying to do is trying to incorporate into the school curriculum. Because a lot of children, because I did do something that was last year or this year that was going to schools and just teaching African dance, because it was part of something that we were doing in Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how many children didn't know what African dance or Afrobeat was.
Wow. Okay.
But it was interesting how a lot of people who had background on ballet and hip hop, they were able to like catch up a bit. So that was interesting. But moving hips and facial movements,
it wasn't there.
It wasn't there. So so something I also want to try to get involved into school curriculums, and then get more into the community and things like that, which is why I started my social enterprise.
Excellent. That's really good. How's that going for you?
It's going well. We did our show 3 weeks ago. So I do this show every single year, the Joy Children's Dance Show, and it just enables the children's dance class and the teenagers dance class to showcase what they've learned, as well as having quizzes and games. So it's just not for children or teenagers, it's also for adults. So it was funny seeing the adults play games.
Well, you know, I mean, when people are exposed to the opportunity, they can perform. Yeah. So that's really good. So the one thing that I'm really keen on, because you know you've been doing dancing, and then getting into the business of it, you know, as well. You know, and in the schools, and then empowering young girls, and are they boys? No, not at the moment. Okay.
Not at the moment.
Because we don't need that.
No, we do. Again, I'm just working on something right now, and I'm just trying to see if I can get more people involved, but it will be like in a different section. So I think right now for the dance classes that I do just in Jamaica Street, is mainly for girls and for and just for children and teenagers, but females. But there's something I'm working on as well.
Yeah,
they'll just to have a mix. Just because I do know some females can feel uncomfortable, and then some boys can feel uncomfortable having females.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm working towards that.
Yeah. So and in terms of the response that you're getting from parents and stuff like that, how are you? You're probably very comfortable with that, but what's the response you're getting from the community?
From the community, Okay, let me just take you back. So when I first started, that was 3 years ago, in terms of, let me officially just focus on children. So the response was interesting because you get to see more children whose parents are Scottish and from African or Caribbean background coming more than parents who are fully African.
Okay.
And it was more about, oh, my child doesn't know how to move, or my child doesn't have anything going. That's the response I get, rather than, oh, I want my child to be involved in something that's actually important for them to learn the culture.
Right.
But in terms of the response in general, it's been really good, because I do, every single month I do get parents coming up, it's like, oh, can my child be involved and whatnot. But it's been good so far in terms of the community, mainly now. Yeah. Whereas when I first started, it wasn't that big, but then now it is really good.
So, is it teaching dancing or is it just empowering? What's your motive? What's kind of?
So it's everything. So when I do, Alicia will be able to comment. So like, I will just speak from my own perspective. For my own dance classes, as soon as the children come, they feel a sense of belonging in terms of, okay, there's people who are like me, I can connect, and they also are able to embrace their happiness, they're able to embrace the movements. So I'm not strict in terms of that this is the only dance we're going to be doing. I'll allow them to express themselves, and sometimes I tell them to freestyle. Yeah. So we'll create the song, I'm like, you need to do 3 steps on your own, freestyle. Okay. So yeah. Right.
And in terms of the business part of it, you know, which is something that I always want to talk about, is that encouraging? Is it sustainable?
Well, it is. That's why it's important to have a business plan. It's important to understand. So you know yourself as well. So there's the different categories. You can create a section where you get funding, and then it means that a specific type of person, they will not need to pay for it, which is where I'm also going towards, gearing towards. And there's also the ones where I know that there's a segment that they can pay for it, and then I will charge them for it. But I'm also trying to also get involved into having dance classes for adults back again. So yeah. So in terms of the business wise,
adult like me or
adults like you. Yeah, you're an adult. Are you a grandpa? You're a grandpa.
I'm a grandpa. I'm adults actually.
Yeah, so adults like you as well. So in terms of the financial, it's moving there and then trying to.
Yeah, because her dad knows how to dance, you know. So
I've never seen. You know the funny thing is that he's come to the show twice. I've never seen him dancing.
You know, he will not show it there, you know. But I know where I meet him there, he can dance.
Oh, okay, so there's like a secret.
It's not a secret. No, she knows about the meetings monthly meetings that we meet, and then that. Anyway, so Alicia, what's been your experience?
Well, I've been a dancer since I was 3. But I liked dancing, but I just didn't really find what was for me. I didn't really feel like I was good enough as a dancer. So I left my old dance class and I kind of fell out of love with dance. But then I met Joy and I seen her dance and it sparked something in me. And
tell her where you saw me dance first.
Yeah.
Okay, where did you see her dance first?
It was Girls' Day Out. She was a dancer there.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, that's amazing, because like I didn't really see dancing outside of what I already knew. So I talked to her and she said that she had a dance class. So I begged my mum to join, and then I started going. It took a bit to get used to because I stopped dancing for like a long time before that. But Joy was really welcoming and I found
you felt comfortable to do that.
I found my love for dance again.
Exactly.
And now I can't stop dancing.
Oh yeah.
So,
don't stop, please. How does that make you feel though? Like gaining back your passion, you know?
It makes me feel really good because when I joined Joy's dance class, I was in a really dark place in my life and I needed something to take my mind off of it, and that was really my escape.
Okay, so it's good. So it's working out okay.
Yeah.
That's good. You probably would want to take over teaching other people. Joy can.
Yeah. No, definitely. We did discuss that with Alicia. I did say, because she's obviously told me how she really wants to get involved. And so I did say soon, to be able to start teaching, which will be great for me. Again, it's part of the business plan that I've got. And it's not just for my dance students to just come and then just come and go, but if they've got an idea of, okay, you know what, I want to become a teacher, I want to be able to impact the community as well, then why not? I think it's important to also give the opportunity. Even though I'm the dance teacher, I need to make sure that the children and teenagers after me, they're able to show up. Yeah. I don't want to be like, I'm the one and that's it. No, I want to make sure I empower them, because I was also given the opportunity myself. So that's why I enjoy it so much.
Okay. And then, let's just go back a bit about what triggered all in the movement, getting into the dancing and stuff like that. Was this because when you were growing up in Spain, you always showed, the passion for dancing, or
so I think
was it something in the home,
So I think like my dad, first saw
so
me
your
dancing.
dad is from
Congo.
Okay.
And my mom is Nigerian. So my dad saw me
that
dancing.
combination is great.
Yeah.
There's dancing and enjoyment.
Yeah. That's enjoyment.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
my dad saw me dancing, I think, and then the Congolese videos that are very long, 10 minutes long.
Yes. One song is 8 minutes at least.
So he just told me. I remember it's like he just played one of the songs. I don't know if it was Awilo Longoma or I don't know which one it was.
Or Kofi.
And he just said, okay, follow the steps. So that's what I was doing, just following the steps. I was like, okay. But do you know the funny thing? I wasn't, because back then, there was not a lot of people who were Nigerian or Congolese, or even Nigerian or Congolese, right? So I felt like I was lost.
Right.
So then that's the only reason why I focused so much on just doing reggaeton, which is South American dancing. So once I finally moved to Glasgow, I actually told my mom, that was for my 14th birthday, I said I want to travel to Nigeria for my 15th birthday, just because I needed to find that sense of belonging. Because I just could not identify with myself, if that makes sense. So when I finally went to Nigeria, I was like, okay, I met my extended family, so that made me extremely happy. And that's how, when I came back, I made the choice, you know what, I want to learn more African dance styles. So it was that. I think it was more about the influence from my dad just always showing me, even though sometimes when you're a child it can be annoying, because it's non-stop Congolese music. But I never actually physically danced to it outside. It was always indoors. What I was doing outside, it was only Spanish stuff or reggaeton. That's all I was doing outside. But indoors, I was doing African dance.
Okay. And but outside you do reggaeton.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Right. Okay. So the move to Scotland, was it your parents' decision, or was it?
It's because of the economy went down. Into the economy. So they run. They say, why are you running? It's like the economy.
Run from Africa, run from Europe, and then come to UK.
Yeah, no, the economy.
And then the UK economy is going down also.
It is well.
It is well. This is where your Nigerian comes in. So do you speak any French?
That's another thing as well. So when my dad first spoke to me, I would love to learn Lingala, but I didn't like French, because when my dad first spoke to me in French, they grrr. My body just went like, no. So I told him, and he listened to me. I said, don't speak to me in French. I don't know why he would listen to a child. So he never spoke to me in French.
Right. Okay.
But I would love to learn Lingala.
But he speaks Spanish.
Yeah, but I was born in Spain. But I love Lingala. Lingala language is sweet.
Yeah.
As in, do you speak Lingala?
No. My roots are from Cameroon, so I don't speak Lingala.
No, you only speak French.
I speak French, I speak Pidgin, speak English. I speak English. I speak other things, but so it's mostly that actually. Yeah, cool. So I'm also, keen on, because when initiative like this starts off, it's so important to kind of, know how that plays with the community. Yeah. And in terms of support, how much support are you getting from the system, not from the community, but from the system?
From the system. So
in
right
terms
now,
of government, local authority,
fundings and stuff.
Yeah, yes.
So I'm in touch with, I forgot the name right now. It's still
Business Gateway?
No, not Business Gateway.
But you're getting support.
It's getting support, but it can be a bit slow. But it's more about me pushing myself. That's the thing. It's like when you're working 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, it can be difficult trying to make time. I know a lot of people, a lot of females who are now working for themselves, they do push me. I'm like, try to work on your own, try to do it full time. But then it's difficult when you have to pay bills. So the reality of it is that it's not having enough time. Because if I had enough time, then I would easily be able to go to all these business gateways or business people that can give me ideas and then keep on doing my business proposals. But there is help out there. It's more about me pushing myself more.
Okay.
Because I cannot say there's no help. There is help in there. They're always looking for creatives, mainly if it's into work to do with the ethnic minorities. There's always help in there. It's more about you need to push yourself and make the time.
Yeah. And do you find that you have to do all of this? You have to maintain a job, a 9-to-5 job. Is there a kind of an exit route, you think, like when we focus more on the entirely for the business, or?
Are you talking about the business?
I mean,
social
enterprise?
Exactly.
Yeah, the social enterprise.
Yes, that's the plan. I don't want to be working for someone for my whole life. I want
think
to
a lot
be
of
my
people
own
don't like
boss.
that. Yeah,
but then the reality is that right now I need to be realistic.
Do you have a timeline or no?
As soon as my business start popping.
What will make you think that your business?
Yeah, so basically the idea that I want it to be is that as soon as I'm able to I want to have a community projects. I want to be involved with schools, colleges, having like my dance students as well, becoming teachers. Once I'm able to create that community and have my own center, then I'll be fine. There should be no reason for me to be working 9-to-5 when I'm able to support myself.
Okay.
But it's for the love that I've got. That's the reason why I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's more about the passion.
Yes.
It's not driven by financial gains.
No.
So it's good. Well, Joe Maria, listen, it's nice, that I have you in the studio. Coincidentally, the next guest that we have is Joy.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's another Joy.
Joy Maria.
You are Joy Maria. So this is Joy Kilokume.
Okay.
I think she'll correct me actually if I pronounce it wrong. But Joy will tell us more about that. I want you to discover that. So we're going to have Joy into the studio. But in the meantime, let's have a break. Baron, let's have a break, and then we'll bring Joy in, and we can meet what? Bring the two Joyces together.
Yeah, Joy.
And it become a very joyful studio. So so thank you for those of you that are listening or watching on Facebook, Jambo Radio Scotland. On Twitter, we are Jambo Radio Scott. On Instagram is jamboradio.scotland, and on LinkedIn, Jambo Radio Scotland. You can also email us if you want to participate or have a question to ask. Email us info@jamboradio.co.uk, and you can download the Jambo Radio app or mobile app, and which is now available on App Store and also on iOS and Google Play. So that's where it's available. If you miss the show, catch up on our website, jamboradio.co.uk.
On your mobile phone and on all social media platforms, Jambo Radio.
Need security? Call Alpha One Plus Limited, a strategic security resourcing platform that connects you with licensed security personnel. We cater for our clients' security needs, from manned guarding, door supervision, event security, all the way up to close personal protection. Alpha One Plus Limited, your one-stop security solution. Call now at 44-074-2526-7909 or send us an email on info@alphaoneplus.com.
Established in 2006 as one of Glasgow's original mobile massage therapists, we deliver high-quality treatments with the ambition to forge permanent relations with clientele. We specialise in on-site massage, a type of treatment that has been specifically designed to complement the convenience and availability of massage at work. It is performed with the use of a specialist mobile chair, without the use of oils or the need to remove clothing. At Massage & Glow, we believe that massage should be a part of your everyday lifestyle. Regular massage not only relieves stress and tension, but also stimulates blood circulation, can help with pain management, and promotes good mental health. A must for your busy schedule. Various holistic therapies available. Contact us now on 07530 905 152 for your mobile massage therapist.
Meet Sophie and Craig, stepping up to tackle climate change by car sharing to work.
Also, we're doing it to keep costs down.
Half the fuel means half the cash.
A dynamic duo if ever I saw one.
Can you see a parking space?
Together, they're helping to drive down Scotland's transport emissions.
Plus, Sophie's got great chat.
Sure. Do it for yourself and our planet. Search Let's Do Net Zero to learn more.
Here is a checklist for you. Fancy being a radio presenter? No problem. Have you ever wanted to have your radio show? No problem. Do you want to be a media personality? No problem. Ever wanted to have your voice and opinion be heard by an audience? No problem. Do you have issues you think should be in the media? Okay, no problem. Are you worried you don't have the confidence to talk on the media? No problem. Does the media represent your views on issues you are personally concerned about? No problem. Join Jambo Radio. As a volunteer, you will be trained and supported for a chance to have your own show on Jambo Radio. Call Dino on 0745 990 6822 or go to www.jamboradio.co.uk.
Need security? Call Alpha One Plus Limited, a strategic security resourcing platform that connects you with licensed security personnel. We cater for our clients' security needs, from manned guarding, door supervision, event security, all the way up to close personal protection. Alpha One Plus Limited, your one-stop security solution. Call now at 44-074-2526-7909 or send us an email on info@alphaoneplus.com.
Established in 2006 as one of Glasgow's original mobile massage therapists, we deliver high-quality treatments with the ambition to forge permanent relations with clientele. We specialise in on-site massage, a type of treatment that has been specifically designed to complement the convenience and availability of massage at work. It is performed with the use of a specialist mobile chair, without the use of oils or the need to remove clothing. At Massage and Glow, we believe that massage should be a part of your everyday lifestyle. Regular massage not only relieves stress and tension, but also stimulates blood circulation, can help with pain management, and promotes good mental health. A must for your busy schedule. Various holistic therapies available. Contact us now on 07530 905 152 for your mobile massage therapist.
On your mobile phone and on all social media platforms. Jambo Radio.
You're still listening, and of course, for those of you watching, Jambo Radio, and we are on the program Enterprise in Scotland. That's because there's a lot of initiative coming from the ethnic minority community, in particular here in Scotland, and we now joined by Joy Kilo Kume Oziomaka, who is a fashion designer, a model as well. I think we should start by asking you, Joy, maybe you should want to present to the audience who you are and what you do.
Thank you very much. I'm super glad to be on the show. My name is Joy Kelukume Uziomaka. Sometimes people just tell me your names are too long. Can you just tell us just one word? But preferably, I like to be called Kelly.
Yeah, Joy Kelly. Oh, you like to be called Kelly, not Joy. Okay, Kelly.
Kelly.
Okay, so I have Kelly.
Now, where do I start from?
Yeah.
I would say I'm a girl. Am I a girl?
Yeah, you're a girl. Of course, you're a girl.
You're a woman.
You're a lady. And I have to actually let me stay out of this conversation. So, so you're Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly. I'll just give a little brief about myself. Qualified teacher.
Wow. Okay.
Then a corporate responsibility personnel. Then also a fashion designer and a stylist. I know I'm wearing so many crowns at the same time, but right now I think I'll just leave it as a fashion entrepreneur. I have my own fashion brand, and I'm also I'm the creative director and the hairstylist for Kelukume Fashion and Styling, or just Kelukume Limited.
Yeah. So when Kelukume when was that founded?
Kelly Kume was founded in 2017 alongside my 9-to-5 job. I mean,
so your 9-to-5 job is being a teacher?
No, I never taught. I just had the training.
Okay.
I had the training. I taught for a little while, both in school and also in church. Then went back to the university, got my university degree, got some master degree, then got a job with my corporate, as a corporate responsibility, personnel. Then along the line, while working, then I started my fashion brand.
So, I mean, for those that are watching, the benefit of that is you can see, she's evidence of the. Well, she didn't dress me up this morning. That we have nobody like this. Listen, Kelly, it's really fascinating what you do. And the reason why I also invited you to the show is because you won an award recently, the Black Scottish Award, for the work that you do. So maybe you want to talk us through the journey, before you got noticed by the award. I mean, you've done some fashion stuff in London. You've been involved in London Fashion Week, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
So it's through your business. So it would be good to talk about that. Yeah, tell us.
Okay. As a fashion entrepreneur, I mean, fashion is something I really love, really part of me. So I would say while I was working, when I was on my 9-to-5 job, I started off by styling, and it wasn't more like accidental. I remember my boss would say, Kelly, you have it in you. Why not just make it, profitable for yourself? I mean, nothing really goes for free. So I started by styling. I styled friends, family, colleague. Then I started making clothes. From styling, I started making clothes. Then the demand became so high, responsibility became really high, and I said, okay, I think it's time for me to just go fully into it. So I took opportunity of, more like an early retirement, took an early retirement from my job, then moved to the UK 2 years ago. Before moving to the UK, I mean, I had a very deep thought. I'm moving to the UK, left my job. What do I really want to do? Am I really convinced that I really want to do this fashion? And I told myself, I said, yes, I think it's time for me to just, take the bull by the horn and do what really resonates with me, which is fashion, my dream, my
so about passion, isn't it?
Yes, my passion.
Were your parents, sorry, I
okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah. How was that news received by your parents? Because I know that African parents always anything fashion, music now.
Yeah, now that takes me back to many years back. I remember when I finished my secondary school, and my parents asked me, I mean, every parent will say, what would you like to be in future? And I told my mom, I like to be a tailor. And she said, oh my God, God forbid, no way. Bear in mind, we had a sewing machine at the house. My mom used to sew, my dad used to sew, but it wasn't for commercial. It was just for us, for themselves, and also maybe a few family members. And my mom said, is it because of this machine? I don't want you to go near that machine anymore. You have to go to school. I mean, I didn't quite understand that. So I went into the university, finished university. So by the time I came back and I said, Daddy, it's coming back to me again.
Yeah.
I want to go into fashion.
So what did you study in university? That's
I did business education at first, after which I moved to the university to study finance. After finance, went ahead for my MBA in human resources and personal management. Then that was before the fashion thing. So
so you came back home, you changed to your dad.
Yes. Then I was already working. I mean, I was already married. I had my daughter. I was already working. And, it just kept coming back to me that I love fashion. I want to do it. So when I told my dad said, are you going to leave your job? I said, no, Daddy, I'm not going to leave my job. He said, okay, that's fine. If you're not going to leave your job, you are free. Go ahead. And that birthed Kelly Kume. So Kelukume just started as a styling company. Then afterwards, now moved into, producing, designing, and producing outfits.
So different with styling and...
yes, they're different between styling and fashion. Fashion is maybe you're producing the outfit, which is from start to crash. Do your sketching, choosing your fabric, consulting with your clients, getting to know what is right for your client to make for them. Then the styling part of it is how do you put everything together. You're looking at this outfit, there could be a different ways of styling it. The accessories to pair, is it right for the event, the shoes to go with it, and all. Because there are different outfits for different events. The fabric, what is it going to be, an indoor event, outdoor event? We just help clients, to put all that together. So we get a lot of clients that I have this wedding.
Is it mostly celebrity clients, or with normal person like me?
Everybody.
But normal person like me, I cannot pay for that.
No. So we have your everyday styling, we have event styling. Your everyday styling, I have a lot of things in my wardrobe. Some people are just shopaholic, they buy a lot, and they don't know how to put it together. So we have clients that we do like a 2 weeks wardrobe consulting. We have to help you put in what you wear in the next 2 weeks. Maybe what you wear to work, what you wear for evening events, what you wear to church, parties and all. We do all that. So it's not just for celebrities.
Just as a thought, actually, Joy, I'm just thinking, it's a good collaboration that you can come up with something,
Dancing and fashion.
Well, exactly.
Actually,
you see what I mean?
Actually,
exactly. No, the reason I do this show is because this is the kind of thing, the synergy I like to bring together.
Yes, collaboration.
Some collaboration. It works. You understand?
Actually.
You just work it out. But you people can discuss that off air.
Okay.
So, let's continue with our journey. So, 2 years you moved to Scotland.
Yes, I moved to Scotland September 12, 2022. I can remember that day vividly at the airport. I cried my eyes out.
So what kind of journey is this?
Yes, I hope.
We did that 20 years ago, but anyway, that was
I hope I'm taking the right decision. But something just kept telling me, and also with the God factor, I won't take you to where, where you will not achieve your dream. So I came into Scotland. The first few months, I was a bit kind of frustrated because there was no production for me. I couldn't produce. Where I was in Nigeria, I have like 3 floors. I stay on the very last floor. The middle floor is my production, and the ground floor is my consultation and fitting room. So it's like just a walkthrough for me. So waking up every morning, I have no production to go to. I have no machine to work with. I have no clients to talk to.
Oh, wow, very small houses.
And it was really tough for me. Then also considering the weather is different. Things we can really pull out and wear every morning in Nigeria, I couldn't do that here. So I really have to now go back more like to my drawing table to start studying the weather, studying the kind of outfits I have to make. It quite took me a while. Then London Fashion Week came. I took that as a great opportunity because I really, since this is what I want to do now, it's going to be business for me, my 9 to 5, my life, practically.
Yeah.
So the London Fashion Week was a very great opportunity for me to now propel myself that, this is me. This is where I want to be, and this is what I want to do. And greatly, what I also want to portray is I also want to portray the African cultural heritage, of course, make it more like a contemporary, because you have to be conscious of your new environment.
Yes.
The environment is not only Africans. We have different type of people, what they will love and all that.
Different tastes as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So and that was so that is where you got into the fashion week. So the fashion
week, more like it was a will I say a breakthrough, or more like the first phase for me. And what I also did was I was really strategic about the collection I showcased. I called it the stylish corporate. So stylish corporate, using our African fabric to make contemporary corporate wear that is able to everyone. So outfits you can wear to the office, you can style it in different way and wear to an event. If you really look at those collections, you will really connect with it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
So what made you, so you came here 2 years ago, so did you apply to be at the London Fashion Week, or was it that you were contacted?
I applied to be, because I mean, I was, what's that word now? I was being strategic. I wasn't contacted.
You were intentional.
I was intentional. Yeah, I think that's the word. I was intentional because this is what I want to do right now.
Why I want to go.
Yes, so I had to sit down and started strategizing. How do I put myself out there? Nobody knows Kelekume. In Nigeria, Kelekume was known. Here in the UK, nobody knows Kelekume. How can I put myself out there? That was a very good platform for me to now portray myself, to say, yes, this is Kelekume, this is what I do, and for people now to start accepting you. So it was intentional. I applied for it, I got it, make the payments, did my design and showcase.
That's amazing.
Wow, that's a wonderful story. I think that's one of the things I was really fascinated, because I read your prospectus, you know, and I kind of saw that, and you know, I remember when I was telling you at the
award ceremony. Yes,
said, listen, it's fascinating to hear that, but it's also a most important thing, you know, to bring, because the passion that you're using dance as a way to empower young girls, you know, and young children, is the same thing, because it's about the positive mindset of how you can empower people. So for me, this is really important. So let me just ask you this. So you arrived in Scotland, you cried at the airport. You cried at the airport like, what kind of movie is this? But it's a story that most of all we share. But you know, in terms of how your business has become now, are you getting any support from, you know, the community, the system? How are you feeling now about the business?
Okay, right now I think it's becoming really overwhelming. Honestly, I must say it's becoming overwhelming.
Oh, that's plenty.
Now I'm going there. I won't say yes, but I'm going there.
So bank account is tell us about the money. That's where Nigeria comes in.
Now I would say it's becoming really overwhelming. I remember speaking to my business development manager, and I said to her, the orders we are getting right now, we are not able to accommodate them, and it won't be nice when clients are reaching out to you and you say, sorry, we can't take your order. So we had to put a communication out 1st of November that we're fully booked for the year. We are not able to take any orders anymore until January. And you know why? Because
but me and you are on the wrong job.
No, don't say that. You know why? My production is not fully here. I only have 30% of my production in Scotland, in the UK. Yes, I still have part of my production back home in Nigeria. So I'm a bit challenged, you know, taking a lot of orders. Yes, here in the UK. So, but I mean, we're looking at something better next year. We're looking at expanding our production here in the UK. So I wouldn't say the money is really coming, but I mean, it's coming. Now, talking about support, we don't have any support. Everything we do is right from the business, you know, the clients we get, how we manage our accounts, how we draw our budgets. But I mean, in future, we're looking at, support. And I believe that where the support is going to come in is not really for the making of the outfit, it's for an arm of the business, which is the mentoring, the entrepreneurship, supporting the young ones, fashion students or students who are interested in fashion. Yeah. Because right now I've started the program already. Yes, I've started the program already, and it's also a pay volunteer sponsorship program.
Wow.
And I pay from my pockets.
Wait,
I pay those students.
The part I like is the sponsorship part.
Yes, sponsorship, because there are a lot of fashion students out there. There are students that are they're not studying fashion, but they are interested in fashion. I mean, when I went to study finance, I was interested in fashion, but I wasn't studying fashion because my parents didn't want me to study fashion. They wanted me to go to have another career. Yeah. So we have a lot of students out there who also fall under that, you know, category. So what I do right now, I have just 2 of them because I pay them personally. I can't take up much. So every hour they put in for different projects I do, or when they come to job shadow me, because when I have projects, I call them to job shadow me. I pay them for the hour. It's just to encourage them. So that's the aspect I'm looking at in future, where we can get get sponsored to encourage these young ones.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, to encourage the young ones, because I mean, for a fashion student, I won't be happy as a fashion entrepreneur seeing a fashion student after going through the rigorous 4 years in the 4 walls of the university, and you end up at the tail of a retail shop. You know, that way you're not encouraging them to explore their creativity. You need to give them an opportunity to explore their creativity and to now in turn become an entrepreneur of their own. We need to see a lot of young fashion designers spring up. In Aberdeen, I might be wrong, maybe I've not really seen quite a number, but I want to have more younger ones coming up after me. So that there's succession plan for designers. We want to walk along the streets of Aberdeen and see student designer with the help of my mentorship or not. I mean, having designing shops, creating their own, bringing up their own creativity in their outfits and making an income or livelihood for themselves.
Wow, that's really good. I think we have a privilege to be joined by Dr. Yekima, who is the Vice Chancellor of West of Scotland University. She's joining us on the video. It's really interesting to hear what the strive and what you're doing. I was just thinking, when you say you sponsor your intents and all of that, and that coming from your own pocket. What does that? Is that money that generation? I think we let's just go over to Dr. Yekima Otaro. You are welcome to Jambo Radio. You're welcome to Enterprise in Scotland. Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, George. How are you?
Yeah, I apologize. Yes, good. I apologize for the delay. I apologize for everything that's happened. It's been a long journey for us to meet and have a conversation this morning. But we're talking about enterprise in Scotland. You can hear we have Joy Maria, who is a dance teacher doing social enterprise on that in Glasgow, empowering young girls, something that we really need in our community. I think I can tap into that for you in terms of your academic side, but as a businesswoman as well. We have Kelly Kume,
that's right.
I fall short of my Igbo there, but I don't know if you've been listening, but so these are two really industrious women that are in here, and I know that you're a big supporter of female entrepreneurs in general, but in terms of what you do yourself, maybe perhaps you can tell the audience who you are, and from there we can start from this.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks for having me. And yes, I was listening a little bit. Good to meet the two Joys, and I think I've met Kelly briefly at an event in Aberdeen. So good to see you again.
Thank you. Same here.
So I'm the Chancellor of the University of the West of Scotland. Because I heard you there, you said Vice Chancellor. It's a bit misleading because it sounds as if I'm the Vice Chancellor's boss, but actually that's not true. The Vice Chancellor is the one that runs the school from a day-to-day perspective.
Okay. So that's the
ambassadorial head.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. That's fine.
Yeah. So in terms of that role, I started that about 3 years ago. And it's probably the most rewarding opportunity I've ever had the honor of doing, being able to be a role model for the staff and the students, and really being able to help the university as they drive towards including things like entrepreneurship as part of the kind of fiber of the students there. We know that being an entrepreneur and having something, whether it's on the side or it's your main thing, is really what it is now. I mean, gone are the days where you rely on one income stream. So really good to hear all the entrepreneurial stories from the women on your panel today, George. I am a big supporter of entrepreneurship in general, and of women entrepreneurs, and even further of women from ethnic minority backgrounds who are making their way in a foreign country. I mean, it's something to be absolutely proud of. And for those of you that are from Nigeria, which is where I'm from, you know, when I was growing up, if you came home with a man and said, you know, he's an entrepreneur or he was a businessman, people would hear code for scam artist, 419.
Exactly.
So that's come a bit as a surprise that I've ended up being an entrepreneur, and it's, you know, it's good, it's changing. That perception is obviously changing, and it's obviously not true. So yeah, thank you for having me on the show, George.
No, I appreciate that. You know, it was, again, it was intentional because, you know, I met Kelly at the awards, the Black Scottish Award, and I said to her, I'm really fascinated by your story. I have known Joy Maria for a while. I thought, you know, it'd be good synergy to bring that, you know, all of you together, so that, you know, I think beyond this show, for me, the intention for this show is beyond this show, what can happen. You know, I can facilitate meetings, I can facilitate all of that, but it's very important that you know each other, and then we start off from there. You understand? So I see that as Chancellor. So let's just talk. You know, I mean, you got into this role. You are the Chancellor of the University of West of Scotland, but you're also an entrepreneur.
Yes. So, I mean, my background, I've had a couple of career changes. So I started life as an engineer. So I have 2 engineering degrees and started in the oil and gas industry, and moved from engineering roles into marketing.
Wait, 2 engineering degrees. Let me just check this. So 3 years. So that's 6 years of something that you study.
Yeah, so I have a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering, and I also have a master's degree in petroleum engineering.
Wow.
And so I got a scholarship to do that master's degree from a company called Total. They're called Total Energy.
Yeah, Total Energy, yeah.
And I worked for them straight after my master's degree as a petroleum engineer. So it's been quite a journey for me, going through really that kind of bread and butter oil and gas, coming to Aberdeen, which is very oily, if you like. So, you know, my kind of change came from a few different things. I had a really strong interest in business overall. I was interested in technology, in market research, in strategy, and also there was a lack of role models in my industry, in the company that I worked for. So, you know, there was 2 things there. I was a woman, or I am a woman, and I'm a Black woman. And I looked around and I couldn't see anybody like me who was advancing in engineering. So I couldn't see who I would be when I grew up. There just wasn't an example around me. And that generated a level of, I guess, impatience in me around my career and where I was going to end up. And so over time, I got more and more interested in business. I did an MBA part-time at Henley Business School in Reading while working full-time and having 2 children under the age of 4. And during that time, I really got into that whole business side, and I felt like it was the right direction. It felt right. And it was during that process I then moved to marketing, which I'm still grateful to that company I worked for, because it's the same company I was working for as an engineer. I basically went to HR and said, can you move me to marketing? Of which they looked at me like I had 2 heads, to be fair. A bit of a random request from the senior petroleum engineer at the time. So I moved into marketing, and from there I started moving companies in a marketing role, and then ultimately I started my own business in 2016 after I wrote a book about social media, which became top 100 in 5 categories on Amazon UK, and I used that as an opportunity to launch myself as a consultant into the industry. And so that's a kind of a summary of how I went from being a petroleum engineer to being an entrepreneurship in that kind of marketing space.
And let's just say, you know, your company is YO Ventures Limited. You know, what does that do?
So yeah, I mean, I've had a few different companies over the years. Your Ventures in particular is one that I'm really focusing on business education. So I've kind of over the last few years done a lot of work with entrepreneurs and business leaders that have a really good product. It's usually a technical product. So it's engineers, scientists, technicians, but often that commercial knowledge isn't quite there because they don't have a commercial background. And we can't assume that if an engineer builds an engine or a piece of equipment, that they're going to magically know how to sell it. They often know how to build it. It's a really clever, product, but that sales or marketing side isn't there. And so before they are able to hire someone in marketing or someone in sales, they need to be able to share the message around what it is that they're actually providing. So over the years, I've gone from doing it for these companies. So I've worked with over 200 companies in the last sort of 7 years. And now what I'm doing with Your Ventures is I'm educating these businesses to be able to do it themselves, because I think that's more sustainable. And I enjoy teaching. I enjoy seeing people gain new knowledge and be able to apply it straight away and get results. And as part of that business education journey, we're also building learning programs, a platform where people, mainly entrepreneurs, can join, and there will be some facilitation where we drop in some knowledge. It could be webinars, it could be some actual material like reading material, videos, but also there's peer-to-peer learning happening, because often you'll have a skill that another person doesn't have, and then put in the same room, a kind of a learning space, you find you can learn from each other. And so we're also looking at AI to enable that learning and to design specific learning paths for people around that. So I think it's really kind of blowing up the idea of attending courses, where you sit in a classroom or you attend a webinar, is actually looking at how you can learn from each other and using some of the new technology like AI to accelerate that for entrepreneurs and business leaders.
With combining, thank you so much for that. Combining your experience, your knowledge, and in entrepreneurialism and things like that. How do you see this dance and fashion venture that we want to start?
I was Kelly. I mean, I dabbled into fashion, and when I say dabbled, because it was just a hobby. And you know what Aberdeen's like, when you start wearing yellow and red and orange, people kind of notice you because everyone wears black and grey. And I was determined to bring some color, so I did some stuff with African fashion, like the African print fabric, but I'm not a fashion designer. I certainly couldn't take it to the level that Kelly's taking it. So I've seen some of her work and she's absolutely amazing. I'm really delighted to see something like that in Scotland. You're welcome. I think Scotland needs that. I think the idea of wearing black because it's dark, it's the opposite. When it's dark, you wear yellow, please. I totally just this seasonal dress.
Wear yellow.
Wear yellow.
That's why we are branded yellow,
into her dancing as well, so dancing and singing and acting. So yeah, I mean, these are really creative entrepreneurship ideas, and it's what makes the world go round. It's different people bringing their passion and sharing it with the world. That's what entrepreneurship is about. And I believe it was Joy, I think it was Joy that was saying, and Joy on my screen, she's on the far right.
Joy Maria?
Joy Maria.
Yeah, she's on the far right, talking about the passion behind it. I mean, often entrepreneurs are not doing it for money per se. Eventually, there's money, but initially it comes from passion, it comes from commitment. And I always say, if you want to make money really quickly, then entrepreneurship isn't really for you, because it takes a lot of energy. You need to be resilient. You need to be able to pick yourself back up, and it's that pride in creating your own future, creating your own destiny as you work.
Listen, thank you so much. I can listen to you people all the day. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of the time, so we're out of here. Thank you very much. That was Enterprising in Scotland. Thank you, Dr. Yekima Otaro. Thank you, Joy Kelly Kume. Yes, Joy Maria. Alicia Kange. I know she's going like, you already know my name, like, Anyway, so thank you so much. Until next week, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you.